You know how to find out volume of a cube? Well, volume of a cube is side into side into side. That is side multiplied with itself 3 times. So we can represent it as side cube. Now suppose this Rubik's cube has a side of 5 centimeter. Then easily you can calculate the volume by calculating 5 cube. 5 into 5 into 5, which will give you 125 centimeter cube. So finding this was very easy. You just had to put this number in this formula. Now suppose I have been given that the side of this Rubik's cube is 5.5 centimeter. Well, that can be the case. Every time the side or the length of any object cannot be a whole number. It can be a fraction as well. So how will you find out this volume? Well, again, you need to cube this to find out the volume. So for that you need to know how to find out cubes of fraction. So let's see how can we find out cube of this fraction. Well, if the side of this Rubik's cube is 5.5 centimeter, then the volume will be the cube of this. So we cannot find out the cube with the mixed fraction itself. How will you find out? 5 into 5 into 5 and half into half into half separately. And then what you can't add it or multiply it, or there is a big confusion how to cube a mixed fraction. So to avoid this confusion, first convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So 5.5 is actually what? 11 by 2. So if I want the cube of 5.5, I can find out the cube of 11 by 2. This will give me my answer. So now let us solve this to find out the cube of 5.5. Now 11 by 2 when cubed. You know, when we square a fraction, what do? We square the numerator and then we square the denominator. Here we will do the same. Here we will find out the cube of the numerator and then dividing it by cube of the denominator. So do it here. Now if you look at it the other way, say whenever we find out cube of a number 2, so 2 into 2 into 2, here we have to find out the cube of 11 by 2. So I can write it like this also, 11 by 2 into 11 by 2 into 11 by 2. Well, after this what am I going to do? 11 into 11 into 11 separately and 2 into 2 into 2 separately. So this is same as doing it in this method, only the writing part differs. So this is equal to this. So just find out the answer. 11 into 11 into 11 by 2 into 2 into 2. What do you get? 1331 by 8. Now we were given the side in mixed fraction. So never leave the cubes of mixed fraction in improper fraction. Convert it into mixed fraction. You get 166 3 by 8 centimeter cube. So this is how we find out cubes of fractions. Now find out the cube of this proper fraction. Well, in mixed fractions you had to first convert it into an improper fraction, but here that is not needed. So just find out the cube of this fraction. Well, first find out the cube of the numerator and then find out the cube of the denominator. So 5 into 5 into 5 by 6 into 6 into 6. And I told you can even write it as 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into 5 by 6. Both will give you the same answer. This is find out the answer. Similarly, here also you'll get the same answer. Now you know that the inverse operation of a cube is the cube root. To find out the cube of 4, we multiplied it 3 times to get 64. Now to get back 4, we have to cube root 64 to get back the same number, that is 4. So here, if I cube root this, what number should I get? 5 by 6, because this is the number which when cubed gives us this. So the inverse operation, that is the cube root of 125 by 216 should give us 5 by 6. Cube root of a fraction can be found out by cube root of the numerator by cube root of the denominator. So in a fraction, you're having the numerator and the denominator. Find out the cube root of each of them separately and again write them in the fraction form. See, here we are having an example. Here we are having 125 by 216. Now we have to cube root this fraction. Just now what did I tell you? You have to find the cube root of the numerator and denominator separately. So we can write this as like this separately. Now find out the cube root of them separately. Now how will we find out the cube root of 125? Just prime factorize it. Now you can see that 125 will be divisible by which number? 5. Right? So we can write cube root of 125 as 5 into 5 into 5. What about 216? Again prime factorize this. This is an even number, so start with 2. Now continuing this, what do we get? We get this. Now you can see we are having one pair as 2, that is a group of 3, and a group of 3 for the number 3 as well. So you can say that we are having 3 times 2 and 3 times 3. Now can you represent this number in a different style? Well, we can say that 2 into 3, 6, 2 into 3, 6, 2 into 3, 6. So again, we get a group of 3 of the number 6 here. So even this can be written here. So there are two ways to write this. Either you can write this as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 and then cube root it like this. Or you can write it simply as 6 into 6 into 6. As you know that 6 multiplied with itself 3 times will give you 216. So let us write it like this. Even if you had written in the first type, it would be correct because you would get the same answer. So now how will we write it? From this pair of 3, we take out one number. And from this pair of 3, we take out one number, that is 6. So you can say that the cube root of the number 125 by 216 is 5 by 6. Where when we had taken it out separately, so 125's cube root gave us 5 and 216, that is 216's cube root was 6. So again, we wrote them together and this fraction 5 by 6 is the cube root of the fraction 125 by 216.